So most people probably don't know this about me, but I'm an Oscar-winning producer.
Well, that's true, but let me provide some context. You are an Oscar-winning producer, but of the expectation movies that run in your own head.
Guilty. I mean, over the years, I have written, directed, produced, and starred in some blockbuster expectation movies.
And let's be honest, I've produced a few of my own. The problem is these expectation movies usually have a private screening, and we assume our spouse has seen the same film.
Exactly. We expect them to follow a script that they have never read. And then when they miss their cue, we get frustrated and grumpy and maybe hurt, possibly even we feel unloved.
Proverbs 13:12 says, "Hope deferred makes the heart sick."
Okay, hang on. What does that even mean?
Well, in this case, it means when the movie in your mind doesn't match reality, disappointment walks onto the set.
You know, I will never forget the day that I took our teenage daughter out for what I thought would be a warm father-daughter Starbucks date. I mean, in my mental movie, I imagined deep conversation, a sentimental connection, a few tears, and maybe a standing ovation from the imaginary audience.
I remember that, but she had a completely different movie playing. In her version, Starbucks was just the opening credits, and the big action scene was you taking her to buy her first cell phone. She would walk into school the next day with this brand new phone and the superhero dad who paid for it all.
Let me tell you, both movies bombed at the box office. I mean, we walked out of that cafe confused and disappointed, mad at each other, and wondering what went wrong.
You and Amy laugh about it now, but it shows something important. Unspoken expectations will create silent tension. It happens in all sorts of relationships and often in marriage. When the movie is only playing in your head, the other person can't live up to it. They don't even know the plot.
You know, that's why we've learned this little phrase that really helps us out. Hey, I've got this movie playing in my head. Can I tell you about it?
It's a simple phrase, but it's powerful. When you invite your spouse into your expectations, you give them a chance to understand, respond, and maybe even co-write the storyline.
So don't keep directing and watching your expectation movies alone. Invite your spouse to the screening. Share the script. Talk about what your hope is.
Because shared expectations lead to shared understanding, and that kind of connection is pure rocket fuel for your marriage.
Don't just imagine the story and then expect your spouse to act out that script. Instead, produce Oscar-worthy expectation movies together.